Well, every year I'm asked to pick a theme for the annual meeting. It becomes the theme that each committee is asked to ponder as they prepare their report to you, the congregation. Last year's theme was transition, or growth, or transformation. Namely, our transition as a church into better and better disciples of Jesus and his teachings. This year's theme, looking back, moving forward, is much like it. It's just that this year I'm urging everyone to take a moment to reflect back on last year's accomplishments. Last year's hurdles jumped, as much as look forward to what we want to do in 2016. As most of you know by now, I think that being a Christian is more a verb than a noun. It is less about the state of being than it is about living, the way of living. In other words, it's not so much about being a Christian that is important as it is living as a Christian. That being a Christian really means actively living a life that Jesus modeled for us in his life and in his ministry. Being a Christian, or living as a Christian, really means taking seriously and deeply to heart the task of being a disciple, which is nothing more, but is certainly nothing less than being a learner and a follower of Jesus' ways. It means learning how we are to act towards one another and the world at large, and then putting that learning into action. It means modeling our lives on the qualities of Jesus and the actions that he took. It means being a loving welcome to everyone we meet. And that's everyone. Even those we find very difficult to like, let alone love at times. It means being open to everyone just as they are. It means resisting and challenging anything that places some in ultimate power over others. It means standing up for the least powerful people around us. It means celebrating all that builds up life and wellness for us and for others. So, let's take a moment to look back on all the positive things we did in 2015. Both as individuals going about our daily lives and as members of this community of faith and discipleship. Think of all the wonderful things we did together. Think of all the things you did for others to make their lives a little easier, a little fuller, a little richer, a little more fun, perhaps, a little more bearable. I want you to think of only positive things now. Only positive things. We have no room here for negativity, only growth. Think of the laughter you enjoyed with others. Think of the friendships that you built or continued to build. Think of all that you learned, all the ways you stretched and grew your faith. Take a moment now, and in silence, let's all just think about that. Which brings me now to the second half of this year's theme. As Christians, I say to you, we must always be on the move. We must always be in the process of becoming better and better and better disciples of Christ. Better and better learners and followers of Jesus' ways. Will we ever reach perfection? No. But take a moment now and think about what you might like to do, both in your committees and as individuals, to build on what you accomplished last year. Take a moment and think of the ways that you and all of us together, as brothers and sisters in Christ, might become those better and better disciples of Christ. Let's take a moment in silence and just think of that. It can be challenging. Some might say it can be daunting. But I promise you this, it's going to be enlivening. And I hope you're going to have a lot of fun along the journey. Let's come together now and sing hymn number 374. Come and find the quiet center, 374.